Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's July 22nd of the Duck Adventure, and I'm hoping by the time you see this video that I've got my other one uploaded. I'm having lots of problems. I did a really neat surprise for you guys. For everybody who wants to go duckling overload, and of course YouTube's giving me lots of problems. Every time I upload the video, I keep getting these fails on the processing, which I've never gotten out of 500 or 608, 620 videos I've done. I've never gotten this problem, so I don't know what's going on, and I'm trying it again here, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to do some editing and figure out how I'm going to get this up. Because I got to get it up for you guys. It's seriously serious duckling overload. So, but I want to show you my alarm clock here. These guys were going nuts here. They just were all at this end of the pen, wanting me to let them out. So, hello, ducks. Hello. All right, they're getting up now, coming to this end. They were just all at this end. I was at my bedroom window. I was looking down, and they were just going crazy, wanting me to. They started about 5 o'clock. They started making the noise. Here they go. They're getting their quackers, as you can tell. I got so much work to do today. This multiple age duck adventure is killing poor Matt. But come on, ducks, wake up! This is probably the only chance we're going to get to take a look at everybody before they do the mad rush out, but the geese, here are the geese. They stick together in the mornings, but as soon as they get outside, they fragment, and they sort of have their own little flock, each of them. It's really strange. There's the Chinese goose. They're really getting along and gangly. Come on, ducks, down here. Hello. They've stripped the feeders. I filled everything last night I was out here at 9 o'clock, so all the food, water, and they've stripped it all, and it's 5:45 right now. Oh, here they come. All right. Now this is only, I think, the third or the fourth morning that I've been just using the little gate to let them out, just so that I can get this morning rush. And here comes poor Mrs. Gimp. I've got to put her down. She's getting really bad. Poor girl. Unfortunately, Mrs. Gimp's time on the earth is coming to an end. And then we've got some really stupid ones here that they've gone back. They're going to the other side. They figure, oh, we'll go to the other gate. You know, everybody else just came out this gate. But there's always some stupid ones. And that is the morning rush. And think about this, boys and girls, there's another 330 ducks in the barn that have to come out yet. So the flock's going to double in size here pretty soon. They're doing a good job of mowing the grass down though. And they're going to do this all day. They're going to just feed on the grass. And I've been so busy, the duck adventure is killing me, the amount of work. I haven't had any chance to play with them to get them down to the lake. I've got a hunch by the time I do get them down to the lake, I'm going to have to cut the swamp again the way it's growing up. Alright, I'm going to go start my morning chores. I got to go feed the babies. Actually, let's go in and we'll check out the babies here. I got to do their water, because I know for sure it's out. I came down, like I said, last night. I was down here. Well, I was actually in the barn. It was 9:15. And I topped their water up because I knew they were going to suck it down. Because I've got to do some serious rearranging here in the barn today. They need to get, the ones that are free in the barn need to get out. I need to put an area out front of the barn so they can get outside. Hello, ducks! Oh yeah, we need to clean this place out again today. You guys are poop producers. I've got to split these guys into 2 kiddie pools just until they get a little bigger so I can let them roam free. They've eaten all their food last night. So I gotta take care of these guys, give them some food and water. And hopefully today I'm gonna have better luck on my YouTube surprise for you guys, or my duck surprise. It's a pretty cool surprise. I'm hoping it pulls off. I've got a lot of work ahead of me to chop up the video so I can get it uploaded to you guys. It's pretty, it's something unique. It'll be one of a kind on YouTube. So I'm gonna do my chores. Unlike last year's flock, this flock this year is like completely fragmented. Now, like I said, it seems the geese have different groups they hang around in. But like, you know, we've got ducks over here. They're these ones are, you know, rooting around in the mud and the duck, and then we've got them over here, and they're all different, you know, and it's not just the adults either that are, you know, breaking off. They're the adults are breaking off with the young ones, and then we've got them, you know, I clear cut all of this, and now this is actually one of their favorite spots. The last 2 days they've been over here just tearing this to shreds. As you can see, take a look, you know, the mess they're making here. There's water here from the rain, so they've rediverted not rediverted, they've diverted the creek, I should say. It's early. The creek used to run on the other side of the trees, but the ducks drilled down so much this spring, they've got the creek coming into the yard now. And it's a nasty mess. So we've got a bunch here. And then we'll go to the other side of the yard because they're over there, they're everywhere. They don't hang around like last year, except in the middle of the day. They get underneath the tree, and I'll give you a shot today because it's gonna be a hot day, so they're gonna be under the tree again today. But they're, you know, they're. It's sort of funny when you see the spruce tree out front, and there's like, you know, 200-300 ducks underneath it. I'll give you a shot here. They're now, look at this group's over here on this part of the yard. So the ducks are absolutely everywhere. There's no rhyme or reason of where they're hanging around, you know, what they're doing, other than they're non-stop eating. I've got to fill this water up. This is today I'm working on the water. I'm working on making the extension on the front of the barn. I got to clean out. I got to reset out the inside of the barn for the ducklings. I got a full day ahead of me. We've got a couple geese over here. I'll give you a shot here because they're getting harder and harder to pick out because they're turning white on me here, except for the ones that are gray. But except when you get close, you can see they're, you know, they tower over top of the ducks. But And then there's one right now in there. But the other one, I don't know where the Chinese are right now. Oh, there's the gray. And now, since they're free ranging, I can't get near them. The geese won't let me pick them up. Unless I want to chase them with the net and freak them out. I don't want to do that. Actually, there's a whole bunch down here. They're working their way down to the swamp. You know, they get down there during the day, I'll look up and there'll be a bunch of them down there rooting around, but just can't get them to go to the lake. Oh, there's Goose Lee. Starting to get his feathers. He's starting to look really neat. Alright, I'm gonna have my coffee, have some breakfast. I got a big day ahead of me, so I won't be able to have a lunch today. So I'm gonna eat a big breakfast and I'm gonna get at it, and hopefully I can get all my work done today. I worked late last night, and actually the last week, you know, I haven't been uploading and recording, and it's been brutal. It's actually been harder, but it's, you know, it's the ducks. There's just so many of them, and it's just keeping up with the different ages. If everybody was the same age, I wouldn't be going through this. All my workload is completely related to the death obaiter. If it wasn't for the staggered hatch, I'd be just dealing with a whole bunch of birds. I'd be dealing with 700, 800 birds like this right now, and it would be, you know, I would have a simple job instead of, you know, always setting up, tearing down, because, you know, you can't, you know, move, you know, 3-week-old birds and 2-week-old birds in with these guys. They're too young. Plus, you know, I've got to be careful letting them out because of the crows and the ravens, and, you know, they'll come in and steal the ducklings, and it's like, oh, it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna go have breakfast and then I'm gonna go back at her today. I know I'm gonna regret this, but it's a really hot day today, and the poor ducks, I don't have time to take them to the lake. I've got to work on, you know, getting the ducklings out of the barn because they really need to go to the barn. It's disgusting in there, and it's just getting too crowded. Plus, I've got to put another kiddie pool in so I can split the day olds, or the last weekend's hatch, into 2 kiddie pools, so they have another week of a little more room. And so I set up this the kiddie pool here with a slow running hose. It's been a hotbed of activity here in the driveway. I'm gonna regret this, I know it, but you know, I'm a softie. I gotta, you know, my ducks, I like them to have, you know, a little bit of fun here. I gotta get them to the lake, but I'm just so unbelievably behind here. Everything takes so long when you're by yourself. And then there's this, you know, the daily taking care of them. You know, when you got 700 plus ducks that you're responsible for, it's, you know, you can't slack off. Their survival depends on me. But there's about half of them here. The other half are over the other side of the yard. Oh, we've got some more coming over right now. There's about another 120 on the other side, 150 on the other side. More and more are coming over here. They're enjoying this little bit of fun I'm giving them in the driveway, making a mud hole. But I gotta go back to work here. I gotta get this. I gotta get the ducklings an enclosure made outside for them on the front of the barn, so they can get outside, and I gotta get them some water outside to get out of the barn. They're making a huge mess in the barn, and the only way I'm gonna get rid of it is to move the water outside, just like I did the last time. Rinse and repeat, ladies and gentlemen, on the duck adventure. I'm in the pen working, and I looked up and I thought I saw a duck head by the canoe. So I started looking closer, and sure enough, we got some ducks. Yeah, they're down there. Not a lot, but they're starting to go down on their own. Here, I'll show you. There he is. The ducks are, it seems the peaking are a little more, I'm just looking at it, looks like another one right there. Yeah, it is. Actually, they're in the water. Down the creek. So more and more are heading down there on their own. They're getting more courageous. Be nice if they just all of a sudden, all of them just up and took off and went to the lake, but I don't know. I know I gotta take them down there, but I gotta get these ducklings out of the barn. It's brutally hot today. Inside the barn is hot, it's dirty, and they need to get outside. They're old enough now that they can be outside. Like some of them, there's 3 age groups. There's 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and 1 week. So the 3-week-old definitely can get outside, and the 2 can't do. With the 1 week are going to stay in the kiddie pools, but for another 4 or 5 days until I let them out. But I got this area here cordoned off for them. So, and I'm gonna put some water in here so they can play in it and get them out. So I just gotta put the red net around the bottom so they can't go through the grid. And then I'm gonna open the front. Then I'm going inside and I'm gonna start cleaning the barn out. And I couldn't ask for a nicer day to do this. It's like 34 degrees inside the barn. It just reeks. So I gotta get it done. I don't want the ducks in there. I don't want to be in there. So I certainly don't want my ducks in there. It's been about an hour and a half since the last video here, and I just want to show you the group is getting bigger and bigger down there. More and more ducks are slipping down there and going down to play in the creek. I don't know if there are any over there. No, just they're all around the canoe. So it would be so neat if they took it upon themselves to start a duck train and did follow the leader down there, and the whole flock left the yard. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm getting an awful lot of duck poop in my yard, and it's only going to get worse here. So, but that's really good that they're down there on their own. I'm curious though if they're adult ducks or juveniles. And the only way we're going to know is if I go down there, but unfortunately, I'm unbelievably way behind today. But that's definitely my ducks down playing in the creek. So more and more are heading down there. So I'm getting closer. Here I'm just putting rocks down to hold down the mesh, so the ducklings can't get from one side to the other, because they will. And I'm going to open the front and let them out here. I've got the water trays here that I'm going to put inside the pen, and I'm going to let the ducklings go. I'm going to open the front and we'll see if the ducklings come out while I'm working here. Okay, well, the ducklings have got their new outdoor habitat here, and it's not as big as the last one was when I separated them, but this is only maximum, I figure, about 10 days at the most, and then this batch is going to get introduced to the rest of the flock, and then we've got the little ones inside, which are going to be another probably 2 weeks. So, but they're looking. I'm going to go inside now and start shoveling duck poop, but we've got some curious ones, so we'll probably get there'll be a little bit of a panic rush going out the door when I go in there and start cleaning. So, but I've got water out here for them, and I've got some cover they can go underneath. And I'm going to go and start cleaning duck poop up now. Well, today is the first and last day that I'm going to put a swimming pool in my driveway for them to play in. I've got to get these ducks to the lake. I got to get all my work done first, but I just want to show you these guys. They're all under the tree here. They're under my truck. Under the truck, we've got them Doug keys walking around here. They're getting more and more of this ignore Doug. Here, we'll take a look on this side here. That's a mess of ducks. Now what's really strange is they've got a Muscovy,
hanging with the juveniles. Now I don't know if it's because she's not, it's a way of her of staying away from the drakes, but oh, sorry about that, pushed the button the wrong way. Well, I get you a shot here of the Chinese goose. So they're a mess of ducks. Then we've got a bunch down at the lake right now, and then we've got the Muscovies underneath the clothesline stand. That seems to be their go-to place. And there's some on the other side on the oak tree that are underneath the oak tree. But here's the Muscovies. This is their idea of free-ranging underneath the clothesline stand. But there's a bunch of them down at the lake. I just got to get them to lead the way for everybody else. So, all right, now I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna start shoveling poop. There's a lot of it. I was gonna, last night I looked at it and said, oh, I should have done it yesterday. But I knew today I was gonna be doing this, and I thought, oh, I'll get the water outside. This way there'd be no more water, less mess. But I'll just show you how disgusting it is. These guys are unbelievable. Like that's just pure poop. But it actually cleans up easier when it's like this. The pitchfork, it comes out in big sheets much faster. Gotta get these guys split into two kiddie pools so they have more room because they're on top of each other. But nobody's gone outside yet. But I got a hunch once I start shoveling in here and scraping the floor, and we'll get a bunch. They'll be going. I'm stumbling here. I'm tired. All right, I'm gonna start shoveling poop here, and they'll probably start making a break for it to go outside. I had to go up to the house to release that big epic video of the ducklings, and YouTube didn't crash this time, and it worked. So it's just taking a little longer to process. But the time I was gone, which was about 20 minutes, and the ducklings have come outside. Well, some of them have. So they're doing their duckling thing here. They're gnawing away at the dirt, and I'm gonna put a little tub of water out for them here, and so they can play in some water. That's the next thing I'm doing right now. And I'm shoveling duck poop. I'm supposed to be shoveling poop right now. I got the wheelbarrow all full, but I just love watching ducklings when they first discover water. It's so funny. They just go right to it, you know, and no hesitation. Everybody's in there cleaning up, and even the little guys are in there. That little guy's so cute. He's right in there cleaning himself up, getting himself all pretty. Oh, just got spooked because a duck came up. Oh, and Doug's looking for me right now. He's wondering where I am. He just spooked a. Oh, we got a trap duck. Look at this. Oh, I gotta take the wire cage away here. They're at that size where I've got to let them in the water. Another week I'll be able to have the cage on. So that's my next thing after I get the poop cleaned out here. And yeah, I made those. Oh, there's Doug. He found me. What's wrong, Doug? Well, he was running there. I thought maybe he broke up another Muscovy fight. I didn't hear any yelling, screaming at me. Oh, they're gonna go back to the water. So I've got to get rid of those wire cages I built, so the ducklings can just have some fun for now, and I'll be changing the water lots. Well, I took the wire off because we have the younger ducks. If it was just the older ones, I'd leave the wire on to keep them out of the water, but we'll let them have the water for now, and I'll just keep changing it. It's not bad here because it's in the trench, so I can just keep dumping it in the water. We'll just run. I'm trying to keep the pan dry. But they're right in it. And they spook each other when they jump in the water. They spook the other guys, and then they jump out. So there's about I think about 100 still inside. I'm in there scraping poop right now, so, and I've got to get the other kiddie pool set up for the ducklings so that I can split them apart, and the day-old guys, so that well, not day-old, they're what, 3 days old now, so I can split them apart. But I just noticed more ducks have gone down to the lake, or down to the canoe. It looks like, oh, we got some coming back right now. Yeah, there we've got some are just coming back, and yeah, and there are a bunch out there. Mr. Fox is still there. He's basically almost nothing now. He's just a leather shell. But there's a bunch of ducks down there. Sorry about that bad camera. Being in zoom and blind, it doesn't work too good. All right, I'm gonna go back to I can't even talk. I've been going since 5 a.m. It's been a brutal day here. So many jobs get done, and I got a hunch I'm not gonna get everything I wanted done today. But I'm gonna go back to shoveling poop. And I got a wheelbarrow here. I gotta go and dump on the compost pile. It's nasty, nasty stuff. This is my life. Shoveling poop. Everything on the duck adventure takes longer than you think. I'm not going to get to my watering station today, so I got to do another night of filling the water up. And tomorrow, though, it has to get done. I'm sick of filling the water up, and plus I want to have it so that the ducks, I don't have to worry about it. That there's, the water's getting constantly filled, and that's tomorrow's project. I've already played with the float, and I did some screwing around. I figured out what height it's got to be. I just got to lay the patio stones and and set the kiddie pool up with a cage around it. But these guys today, this took a much bigger job than I thought it was. Of course, everything is on the duck adventure, especially when you're by yourself. I'm starting to think, 700 ducks, well actually it's just over 700 ducks with one person is a little bit much. So I just want to let you guys know, if you're thinking of doing it yourselves, unless you're set up to do it actually automated, don't do it. So everybody's had a bath. They've been playing in the water non-stop. I had a chicken jump the gate in the barn. He's in here now. She's over there. She's not bothering the ducklings, but she figured there was food in here or something. I don't know. But I'll catch her and get her out of here. But I've got to set up the food for these guys tonight. And well, actually, I'm going to make a food station for them. Just going to do that right now. And I'm going to then do my night chores for the other guys. But some cool looking ducks in this batch. Some really, really black ones. But I wonder if I can see if there's no the Dalmatian ducks. You wouldn't believe how black they're getting. I just saw one. I don't see it around here. Maybe it's down here. I couldn't believe how black it was. Jet black with white. And not like a little bit of brown through it, but actually jet black. No, it's gone. She's gone somewhere else. Yeah. No, there's one of the Dalmatians, but that's not the black one. There's one that's just absolutely like midnight black. Unbelievable. I would have never thought crossing a ruin and a Peking would get you that type of duck. It's actually really cool looking. And it looks like we've got some of these day-olds. There's some more Dalmatian style ducks. So it's looking like I'm gonna have some, I think I'm gonna have about 7 or 8, maybe even 10 Dalmatian ducks for pets, which I don't know, maybe I might, if they're big, if their bodies are big and they're a big duck, I might end up breeding them for meat and just have some cool looking meat ducks. All right, I'm gonna go build the food station and do my night chores, and then I'll call it a night, and that'll be in about an hour and a half from now. Oh man, what a day. And plus today it's been 34 degrees Celsius all day, which I don't know, Fahrenheit, that's got to be pushing 90. It's warm working. I know in the barn it was 35 on the thermometer in the barn. So, and the little ducklings, I made sure they had water all day, so, and I got these guys out. So the Muscovies have been, I'll give you another shot here instead of looking at my space here. We'll look at the Duggies. The Muscovies are cleaning themselves up. Another thing I've noticed too, and I cleaned up, I'll take you inside. I'm all over the place here. little bit scattered today. I want to show you, I've noticed Muscovy ducklings get the dirtiest, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I watched them this afternoon, and they are so laid back, they lay down and let everybody lay on top of them. So I had to, and I'll show you the ones that I had to today give a bath. I had, what I did was the hose, when it first runs from the sun, it was so hot, so I filled the pail up with some solar heated water. The environmentally friendly duck adventure here. We make up for all the poop we generate and energy conservation. But I had to give these guys a bath because that one right there, there was 6 of them, and they were all Muscovies, and they were all just caked with poop from the other ducks laying on top of them. And then you can see right there, like they lay on the bottom, and then everybody lays on top. Like right there, look at it, they're on the top, so they get covered in poop. So they, I gave them baths today because it was just disgusting. It was unbelievable how dirty they were. But I noticed that this afternoon when I was cleaning, the other Muscovies, which are about 3 weeks old, same thing. They were laying down and everybody was piling on top, and they were getting really dirty. So now they're out there, they're cleaning themselves up. But sort of makes sense because the adults are so laid back. They lay down and they're basically just like logs. A lump on a log. They just lay there and everything piles on top of them. So really laid back duck. Anyways, I'm gonna go get the food station. I'm gonna go make it and set it up in here for these guys tonight. And I'll give you a shot here what I did. I cleaned this whole place up, and I set up outside there so they've got their own part of the pen. Then I've got 2 separate pools, roughly 50 ducks in a pool. So they can, they've got a little more room, they won't get so filthy. I'll do this probably for about another, I'm thinking probably 4, maybe 5 more days, and then I'll let them out. We'll see how they grow. These last 100 ducklings are going to be the earliest ducks I've ever had get outside in free range because they're going to be out really soon. Probably, I think around 2 weeks old, they're going to be out in the lawn, just free ranging everywhere. I forgot to mention that I didn't even talk in the epic duckling video. But I actually set the camera up inside the kiddie pool like this, and it took them about 5 minutes to figure out the camera was something to pick on, and then they started pooping all near it, and they were climbing on the touch screen. I just saw poop all over my camera, and I said, no, I'm out. We can't leave the camera sitting inside the kiddie pool for 3 hours, because in less than 5 minutes they were all over it. Once I took my hand off the camera and just left it sitting in the kiddie pool, they started coming over to it really fast. So I knew that I was going to be in trouble. So that's why we had to do it on a tripod, which I would have rather, had it at eye level with them, because that would have been a lot cooler to have, 3 hours right at their, right at their level. But hey, I had to make do with what I could let my camera, be subjected to. Well, it's about 8 o'clock, and I was over in the pen. Doug disappeared on me. I couldn't figure out where he was, and I had the gate open. And I had that little 2-foot gate which he jumped over, but I had the main gate open in here in the vestibule area of the barn. And I couldn't figure out where he was, and I'm walking around and I'm calling him, and he wasn't responding. Here he was, laying in here between the ducklings. I honestly think it's the squeaking sound that he likes, and that's why he has this affection towards them. It's the only thing that makes any sense, because the bigger ducks he doesn't really care about. The quacking, actually, I've gone in the pen in the morning with him, and we've not let the ducks out. This is before we were doing the morning rush, I should say. And Doug would actually stick close to me because the quacking so loud, I think it freaked him out. But when it comes to day-old ducklings or week-old, like when they have this squeaky sound to them, he is mesmerized by them. But this is where he was. I was outside working, and I thought he took off again, and he was in here laying down beside the ducklings. The dog is a duckling dog. He just loves the ducklings. Don't you, Duck?
And I called his name and he did not respond, so he's more interested in the ducklings.
Yeah, but I don't blame them. They're pretty cute. They're now they've got some more room. They're running around like crazy fools. A week from now, I'll let them out. They can run with the rest. They'll toughen these ones up. This one here's got more crossbreeds. The flies in here today were crazy from all the feces, and it was brutal working in here. Now that I've cleaned it out, as soon as you clean the barn out, the flies drop to nothing. They basically follow you out with the wheelbarrow. It's actually, you look down at the wheelbarrow and it's just hovering with flies because they're following the feces around on the straw. But now it's cleaned up. There's like next to no flies in here at all. A couple, but not bad like it was this afternoon. All right, I got one more job to do. I'm going to hang the water in here for the night, and then I'm going to call it a night. Okay, this video is going to be really quick because the mosquitoes are unbelievable right now. But I want to show you the ducklings. I got to keep away because it freaks them out here. I don't want to stampede them. They don't want to go in. It's so nice out right now. Like, it's unbelievable. It's 25 degrees and it's 9:30. And the wind, you can feel the warm air. It actually feels like a heat register in the wintertime blowing on you. The air temperature is so warm. Oh, but look at this. They're all coming up to me. Oh, you crazy fools. Go in the barn. But the barn's hot, isn't it? I know. But if you want to eat, it's in the barn. So I've got water out here and water inside, but the food's inside. But they don't want to go in. I've already gone in there once, and it just panicked them. They didn't want to go inside at all. And I have to go inside because you wouldn't believe mosquitoes eating me. Man, it's crazy. Holy knuckles. The ducks, I'm trying to give you a little more footage here of what 700 ducks look like, because, well, it's not 700. It's, you know, we got ducklings and ducks, but grand total of 700 animals. The pen's got to get expanded here real soon. I got lots of jobs to do.